What's going on, y'all? Fort Worth Fabian back again with a video. We're doing a reaction to Trump gets crushed by terrible news on Wednesday. Man, this is from the Midas Touch, man. With that being said, I told myself I was gonna stay away from political topics and things of the sort, but when it's trending, I can't really help myself. You know what I'm saying? And at the same time, I said this in previous videos when it comes to politics. I've been more intrigued by politics like recently in the latter part of my life. You know what I'm saying? Like as I'm older. Growing up, all that didn't care at all. But I think it's just the day and age we're in, man, to where everything like so comical. It's a joke. It's a circus out there. You know what I mean? And Donald Trump, man, funny guy, entertaining dude. So, you know what I'm saying? When I'm looking at the president for entertainment versus his policies and how he's running the country, that's how you know something's up, right? But I like Donald Trump, man. He just in terms of like, dude got balls. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, comment down below. Let me know y'all's thoughts. And yeah, man, just let me know what y'all think throughout the video, man. Subscribe to the channel.
Donald Trump is waking up like a little cornered rat after that disastrous speech he gave to a joint session of Congress. You have China standing up to Donald Trump.
I ain't gonna lie, I watched like 15 minutes of that. 10 maybe,
saying that they are ready for an actual war if that's what Donald Trump wants. You have Prime Minister Justin Trudeau and the premiers of Canada standing together saying that if you're going to continue to bully us with these piecemeal tariffs and then pull the tariffs off and then put them back on, we're just not going to stand for this yo-yo chaos as you destroy our country and attack our people. You have the leader of Greenland responding to Donald Trump, talking about annexing it and conquering it, saying it is not going to happen. And then you have economists saying that Donald Trump is leading the nation right now, or not leading the nation right now, but bringing the nation towards stagflation, low GDP and high inflation. And you actually have a lot of newspapers throughout the country that are actually publishing things like whether it is the time now for you to buy chickens, live chickens, for your backyard because there may not be eggs anymore. This is what it means to live in America under Donald Trump.
See, everybody gonna point the finger just like they blamed 2020 on him, right? I'm not gonna say, you know what I'm talking about, right? The whole lockdown, they blame all that on him. There's no validity to a side, right? Because everybody's opinion and point of view caters to themselves. So when you're pointing fingers, it just, honestly, I don't know the full context of what happened the other night. So he's obviously spewing some truths. But what I'm saying is, half people gonna say he a bad dude, he's making irresponsible decisions and he's putting our country in a bad place. Others would think completely the opposite.
And to me, it kind of brings me right back to all of the flashbacks of what it was like in March and April of 2020 during COVID, when Donald Trump was saying, like a miracle, it's all going to go away. Let's take a look at what Donald Trump is sending to his supporters today. This is real. At 6:29 a.m., Donald Trump sent the following email.
He a Trump hater.
Was right.
Let's document that.
Right. After addressing the nation last night, millions are saying Trump was right about everything. That's why we made the Trump was right MAGA hat, so you can wear it proudly as we make America great again. Shop now.
That's crazy.
So as he's harming the economy, as he's destroying the lives of his own supporters, he wants to make sure that they buy a MAGA hat that says Trump was right about everything. The Des Moines Register, they post the following. With tariffs looming, Trump urges farmers to have fun selling their products domestically. And Donald Trump reiterated that message at the joint session where he said, have fun, everybody.
This is my perspective on a lot of things he says. When you're running a whole country, right, it's kind of like the government, how they don't let us in on every little thing. Area 41. Do aliens exist? Oh, we're not going to put the whole country into chaos. We're going to lie to them and tell them comforting truths. Donald Trump ain't emotional and he's not spazzing. You know what I'm saying? And I'm neutral. Like, it's irrelevant if I hate the guy or if I like him. Like, bruh, I don't take things personal. But with that being said, I think when you're running a country, do you want everybody running around with like chickens with their head cut off? So a lot of the times when he's talking about the vid in 2020, which I think partially he was underplaying it not to have the masses go into complete chaos. If the president's around saying, "Oh, everything's devastated. We're, you know what I'm saying? It's the end of the world. It's over, ladies and gentlemen. Take this serious. Oh my God." Bro, what kind of leader is that? You know what I'm saying? If they're not emotionally stoic to where they're able to keep cool and calm. And even if everything going to hell, they remain calm and collected for the betterment of the people. Like, why don't people take that perspective? Oh, no. Chop what I done. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, regardless of what side he was really on when he's kind of downplaying things to the masses' perspective, would you want a leader who just emotionally breaks down when things are actually getting out of control? No, I prefer a leader who downplays it because that's going to keep the popular opinion stable versus everybody, "Oh my God,
These tariffs, isn't
we need to get chickens."
this a great deal of fun?
Fucking
Just
hell,
take a look
man.
at the various headlines that America woke up to. The Wall Street Journal, how uncertainty from Trump's
Trump
tariffs
tariff.
is rippling through the economy. Trump's tariffs cause chaos in the auto industry. Tariff war risks sinking the world into a new Great Depression. The world economy could face a crash similar to the Great Depression of the 1930s. This is the Wall Street Journal headline, okay? This is Rupert Murdoch's own paper, The Wall Street Journal. I'm just being clear what I'm reading right now. The two-headed monster stalking the economy has a name, stagflation. This is from The Telegraph. China says it's ready for war with America. Beijing boosts its defense spending by 7.2% and warns Washington that it is prepared to fight until the end. The Chinese Foreign Ministry spokesperson says intimidation does not scare us. Anyone using maximum pressure on China is picking the wrong guy. If war is what the United States wants, be it a tariff war, a trade war, or any other type of war, we're ready to fight until the end. And by the way, as China is announcing a 7.2% increase in its defense spending for 2025, the United States of America, under a former Fox News host named Pete Hegseth, is talking about major cuts to the defense budget in the United States, cuts by about 8% each year, while China will be increasing theirs basically 8% as well, while America is through all of these wars across the world. Let me be clear. I'm for decreased defense spending. Let me be clear about my position. I'd like to see more spending when it comes to healthcare, when it comes to education, when it comes to supporting our veterans.
All this sounds really good right now, right? Because of the current situation we're in. Us giving all our resources to other countries and not developing and sustaining America, being self-sufficient, right? He's talking about education and things of these sort. But it's all fine and dandy till we get attacked, right? You know what I'm saying? We have no defenses. And that's an extreme. Obviously, we'll have some. But when you cut the budgeting for our defense, it's cool in the moment until it's necessary is the point. So you got dude talking about China's, we're ready for war. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the hell? Perfect time to cut our defense costs, right?
Building infrastructure. But if you're going to start picking wars with people and saying you want to annex this country and annex that country while lowering your defense spending, do you realize how stupid you look? You look like the orange blob occupying the White House now. And that's how all of these foreign leaders see it. This orange, idiotic, pathetic, weak blob in the White House. Greenland's prime minister responds to Donald Trump, quote, "We are not for sale and we can't just be taken. Our future will be decided by us." In Canada, Prime Minister Justin Trudeau is not open to lifting Canada's full package of retaliatory tariffs if U.S. President Donald Trump leaves any tariffs on Canada in place, according to a senior Canadian government official. I'm sure that probably sometime after I'm recording this, Donald Trump will try to announce some fake deal and declare, look how great he is. But ultimately, I want you to know what Canada's position is and how they've forcefully stood up to Donald Trump. Prime Minister declined the Trump administration's request to pause the lower court order that required it to pay out roughly $2 billion in foreign aid funds to USAID. You had the right-wing justices, Justice John Roberts and Justice Amy Coney Barrett. Trump appointed Coney Barrett. They joined Sotomayor. You had the right-wing justices, Roberts and Amy Coney Barrett. They joined the liberal justices, like Coney Barrett had on her face when she saw Donald Trump. I'll throw up some of that B-roll last night from the joint session. So what this means is that the Trump administration was ordered to pay.
It's so crazy how people are so disgusted by this man. They're livid. I've never seen such turmoil behind a president in my life. And I attribute it to the social era as well. Everything's on social media. There's memes, there's gifs, everybody trying to make a joke out of everything. So it expounds it to an extreme level. You know what I'm saying? When George Washington was president, I bet you things was pretty damn simple back then. You know what I'm saying? Like, Abe Lincoln was cool in it. You know what I mean? But even Bill Clinton was probably, no, I'm just playing. You know, we all know about Bill. But with that, would y'all want Sleepy Joe back in, man? Let's get Biden back in office, man. Everybody just, I've never seen this much turmoil, is my point, over somebody. I've never seen so much hate and then so much love. Like people acting like he's some type of deity. You got the folks, well, Trump, he's doing it for us. Like Trump is their God. You know what I'm saying? And this is why I don't like to participate in politics, because it's just it's just pointless sometimes, bruh. In the sense that there's no point in having a authentic debate, because I bring it back to everybody's needs need to be met. Everybody has particular unique needs. So people are going to argue and value their points unique to their life. So when you have these arguments, bro, it's like talking to a wall, because you with hypothetically a Democrat and a Republican, they can debate and all. Let's just have fun. It ain't going to get nowhere in terms of one swaying the other, realistically speaking. You know what I'm saying? It could take some time, because there are a lot of Democrats that came over to Republican this go around. But my point is, bro, people will have solidarity on their standpoint. They're not, you can't budge. They're not moving. They're staying 10 toes. So what do I look like? Well, and I tie it back to the the longevity when someone has a term. For there to be stability in a solidified way in which somebody wants to run or make changes pertaining to the country, it don't happen overnight. So, well, Trump's ruining the economy. The economy is bad now, and it's all to hell. You know, it's like, what, bro? Like, the economy was trash before Buddy stepped in the office, 2 months ago? So everything just gets dumped on his plate. That's the thing about being president. You're going to get blamed for everything because you're the president. They think that when you're the president, you're a wizard, and you snap your fingers, and oh my God, life changed. You know what I'm saying? Like, bunch of clowns, man. And this dude, I don't like listening to people that can't separate their personal feelings. You know what I'm saying? So if this is all just the whole Donald Trump, destroy his name landslide type of podcast, then of course, all your points will be viewed as bias. You know what I'm saying? But if you could have a neutral standpoint, of course, the legitimacy of an unfortunate economy, bro, is a real thing. But to place the blame on one person is ridiculous to me. It's ridiculous.
Pay the contractors who did the work. You know how Donald Trump hates to pay contractors, right? That's always what he did his whole life.
Businessman.
Contractors. So
he got quarters.
You pay the contractors who did the work so that the aid can go to where it's supposed to, as part of the money that was already appropriated by USAID. So a massive Supreme Court loss for Donald Trump. Unfortunately,
what else you got for us, bud?
I don't know how many. I think some of this stuff's pretty good right here. Take a look at some of these.
What the numbers say about the erosion of American freedom. This is American greatness only if you have a magnifying glass. I love it, bro. I love it. In just 5 days, Trump has set the country back nearly 100 years. The White House risky cyber offense island down. I think all this will blow over, honestly. Like, this ain't the first time Buddy has said outlandish stuff and went barking up the wrong tree. Now, what he said to other countries and things of the sort, I don't know. They're going to handle it accordingly. But a classic Trump speech in which showmanship and it was speech rich in showmanship and at odds with reality. My bad, y'all. I can't even read off this screen. But Virginia spurned Trump 3 times. Why do its polls idolize him? How to lose a century in 43 days. Now, like I said, I'm not a politician. I'm not a political guy. Sounds like he ruffled up some feathers last night. But I don't know. I think in the day and age we live in, people are naturally extremist. People are naturally sensitive. So a lot of this don't mean nothing to me. You know what I'm saying? Because people going to jump out the window over everything. Oh my God. 3 months later, what was all that ruckus back then? Oh, well, things changed. You know what I'm saying? Like, we live in a world to where everything's extreme up front for it to die down later. So, bro, when your whole life revolves around politics and the world, you lost, bro. The world is fleeting, man. The world is fleeting, man. All this stuff, don't let this stuff fully concern you to where it's a detriment to your life, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, I keep telling y'all, man, this world is passing. It's over with, bro. It's over with. It's ending. And as long as people continue to live in the world, you're doomed. You're doomed to where everything is, all the validity is tied to the world. You know what I mean? Everybody, oh my God, Trump's gonna change my life, like he God or something. Y'all folks out there better start believing. And if you do believe, man, realign your focus. Because believers thinking politics is religion is wild to me, man. Like, God provide for us. You know what I'm saying? Not the president or the country. Like, you know. So that's what I believe in. I don't try to get too tied up in this type of stuff. Because it's a ping pong ball. That's all it is. It's going back and forth across the table to each side. You know what I'm saying? So comment down below. Let me know y'all's thoughts. I know a lot of y'all will be like, what is he talking about? Oh my God, he doesn't know. Yeah, you're right. Cause you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not going to dive too deep into this in terms of its, you know, taking up space in my brain and like, oh, I'm losing sleep over it. Like, oh, you know what I'm saying? Like, it should just be funny to me, man. Comment down below. Let me know y'all's thoughts. Peace, love, prosperity. God bless, man. We out.